Oedipus Study Guide. Introduction. This is performed for Festival of Dionysus, City of Dionysia. Classical unities. Time. The entire action takes place within a single 24-hour period. Place. The entire play takes place in one location, outside the royal palace of Thebes. Action. Focuses on a single to continuous plot line without subplots. Most frequent ethical concept addressed: fate versus free will and hubris versus divine law. Author: Sophocles. Chief merit of the play: dramatic irony and its tight tragic structure. Greek theater. Orchestra. This is the circular dancing place where the chorus performed, sang, and danced. Theatron. The seating area built into the hillside for the audience, also known as the seeing place. Skene. The structure behind the stage used as a backdrop, dressing area, and entrance exit for the actors. Parados. The side passageways used for the chorus and audience to enter and exit. Also refers to the entrance song of the chorus. Costuming. Elaborate robes, elevated boots, or cothurni, and large mask, prosopa, with exaggerated facial features and built-in megaphones. Prologue. Describe the character of Oedipus at the beginning of the play. He is a heroic, confident, intelligent, and deeply compassionate king who cares genuinely for his citizens, but who is also prone to arrogance, hubris, impatience, and pride. What is the Sphinx? It is a mythical monster with the head of a woman, body of a lion, and wings of an eagle that terrorized Thebes until Oedipus solved her riddle. Examples of verbal irony. Oedipus declaring he will fight for Laos as if he were his own father. Oedipus pronouncing a severe curse on the murderer, unknowingly cursing himself. Oedipus mocking Tiresias for being physically blind, while Oedipus himself is spiritually and truthfully blind. Who is Creon? Brother of Jocasta, Oedipus's brother-in-law and uncle. Who is Phoebus? Phoebus Apollo, the god of prophecy, light, truth, and healing. What is the recurring feature of the play? The motive of sight versus blindness or light versus darkness, knowledge versus ignorance. What is the misleading information that seems to be the only clue to the mystery? The rumor or report that King Laos was killed by a band of robbers, highwaymen, or plural, rather than a single killer. Characteristics of a tragic hero. Noble stature, high birth, holds high social status or royalty. Tragic flaw, hamartia, possesses a character flaw or error in judgment, frequently hubris or pride. Reversal of fortune, peripetia, experiences a drastic downfall from high status to misery. Moment of recognition, or anagornis, gains critical insight and realizes their own fault and true identity. Catharsis, or severe suffering, suffers intensely, evoking pity and fear in the audience, with punishment often feeling out of proportion to the initial flaw. Episode 1. What is the curse that Oedipus announces? He decrees that the murderers of Laos will be exiled, denied shelter, fire, and prayers by all citizens, and condemned to live out a wretched life in misery. Who is Tiresias? A blind seer or prophet of Apollo in Thebes. What is the first potential evidence of Oedipus's tragic flaw? His sudden outburst of rage and paranoia when Tiresias refuses to speak, leading him to accuse the prophet of treason. Who does Oedipus blame for the murder of Laos? Tiresias and Creon, believing that they are conspiring together to overthrow him. What is Tiresias's prediction for Oedipus's future? Oedipus will leave Thebes a blind, penniless beggar, revealed to be both father and brother to his children and husband and son to his mother. Episode 2. How is Creon different in temperament from Oedipus? Creon is calm, logical, measured, and rational, whereas Oedipus is impulsive, quick-tempered, and emotional. What is Creon's defense against Oedipus's accusations? He already enjoys all the honor, influence, and privilege of royalty without the stress of responsibility of being king, so he has no reason to plot treason. How does Jocasta respond to the argument between Oedipus and Creon? She acts as a mediator, urging them to stop public bickering and telling Oedipus not to trust human prophecies. What is Jocasta's answer to Oedipus's concerns regarding Tiresias's claim that Oedipus is guilty of the murder? She claims prophecies are untrustworthy, citing that an oracle said Laos would be killed by his own son, yet Laos was killed by foreign bandits at a crossroads, and their infant son was abandoned on a mountain to die. What are the clues that the conversations between Jocasta and Oedipus reveal? Laos was killed at a place where three roads meet. Focus. Laos's physical appearance, tall hair turning white-gray, built like Oedipus. The timing, just before Oedipus arrived in Thebes. Episode 3. Whose arrival brings good news? Why does the identity of this person become important to Oedipus's discovery of the truth? The messenger from Corinth, he brings news that King Polybus has died, but he reveals that Polybus was not Oedipus's biological father. The messenger himself had accepted baby Oedipus from a shepherd on Mount Cithaeron and gave him to Polybus. Why does Oedipus initially think news is good? He believes Polybus died of natural causes, which would mean the prophecy that Oedipus would kill his father failed. Why does Oedipus fear returning to Corinth? He still fears the second part of the prophecy, that he will commit incest with his mother, Merope. Why does Jocasta want Oedipus to give up the search for the murderer? She pieces the truth together that Oedipus is her abandoned infant son who killed Laos and desperately wants to protect him from the devastating reality. What does Oedipus think is her reason for wanting him to give up the search? He arrogantly thinks she is afraid he will be exposed as being born from low common birth. Episode 4. Who is the final character to provide Oedipus the information to know he is guilty? The herdsman, Laos's former shepherd and servant. Define catastrophe. The final structural phase of a tragedy involving the ultimate downfall, destruction, and complete unraveling of the protagonist's life. Exodus. What happens to Jocasta? Overcome by horror and shame, she hangs herself in the royal bedchamber. What does Oedipus do to punish himself? He gouges out his own eyes using the golden brooches or pins from Jocasta's dress. Does Oedipus accept responsibility for his crimes? Yes. He fully accepts responsibility for his actions and demands that his own punishment of banishment be enforced. Who takes over leadership of Thebes when Oedipus is found unworthy? Creon. Who is Oedipus particularly concerned about regarding the future? His young daughters, Antigone and Ismene, fearing no man will ever marry them due to the family curse. What is Oedipus's tragic flaw? Hubris, or excessive pride, arrogance, stubbornness, quick temper, and misplaced faith in his own human intelligence. What is Oedipus's greatest virtue? His relentless pursuit of truth, commitment to justice, and willingness to protect his people no matter the personal cost. Quotes. I say that you yourself are the very man you're looking for. Tiresias. Don't try to keep control of everything. You have lost the power of your life once had. Creon. O Zeus, what have you planned for me? Oedipus. Listen to me and ease your mind with this. No human being has skill in prophecy. Jocasta. You have your eyesight, and you do not see how miserable you are, or where you live, or who it is who shares your household. Tiresias. In time, you will know all with certainty. Time is the one test of honest men. In one day, you can know a villain. Creon. I would be a hard-hearted man indeed if I did not pity suppliants like these. Oedipus. In the name of the gods, no. If you have some concern for your own life, then stop. Do not keep on investigating this. Jocasta. This day will reveal that and destroy you. Tiresias. Ah, my children, where are you? Come here, come into my arms. You are my sisters now. Feel these hands which turned your father's eyes, once so bright, into what you see now. Oedipus. A mind that's wise will not turn treacherous. It's not my nature to love such policies. Creon. Alas, you poor miserable man, there's nothing more that I can say to you. I'll never speak another word again. Jocasta. O light, let me look at you one final time, a man who stands revealed as cursed by birth, cursed by my own family, and cursed by murder, where I should not kill. Oedipus. You are all ignorant. I will not reveal the troubling things inside me, nor will I state they are your griefs as well. Tiresias. Consider this. Would any man be king in constant fear when he could live in peace and quiet and have no less power? Creon. I'll fight on his behalf as if this matter concerned my own father, and I will strive to do everything I can to find him. Oedipus. Why should a man whose life seems ruled by chance live in fear? A man who never looks ahead, who has no certain vision of his future? Jocasta. Alas, how terrible is wisdom when it turns against you. Tiresias. I don't like to speak thoughtlessly and say what I don't mean. Creon. It was Apollo, friends. It was Apollo. He brought on these troubles, the awful things I suffer, but the hand which stabbed out my eyes was mine alone. Oedipus.